Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee is the home of stop number 5 on the Castrol G. Stop number 7, I should say, on the Castrol G. Stop number 6 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As we're here today for the running of the Food City 575 laps of short track mayhem. That's what we're going to see here today. Darn allergies. But anyway, if you came here for a short track madness, and you're going to get it here today. In fact, of 3 races in a row. As a matter of fact, Bristol, then North Wilkesboro, and then Martinsville. So it's the short track season we're going to be into right now. So with all that said, let's get the start line for today's running event. On the pole, it is Joshua Collard for the first time this season on the pole in the number 43 STP Pontiac. He'll be alongside the winner of the last 2 races, Trent Dunham. He won at Darlington and again at Texas, the last race on the tour. Row 2 has Carter Friesen in car 71 and Daniel Bouchard in car 30. Row 3 has car number 15, Ryan George, the Quality Care Services Ford. And beside him will be Seth Cullen, number 98, the RCA Ford. Third row has Becca Tellier in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6, and Jonathan Sorlin in car number 7, the XI Barris Ford. The fifth row has Nicholas Wade in car 26, the Quaker State Ford, and beside him will be Mike Becker, the winner at Atlanta this season, the Hot Wheels Pontiac car 44. The sixth row will find Preston Plord carrying one of our in-car cameras today in the Interstate Barris Pontiac car number 18. And the Spamobile car number 9, it is Zachary Fitzwater. His car is a Ford. The 7th row will find Dylan Poteet, car 22, to the MB&A Pontiac, and number 90, Jay Jefferson in a Holligmeyer Stores Ford. Next row down, another driver with our in-car camera today, Charles Sanford, the 24 DuPont Chevrolet, and car 87, Joshua Osborne, the Burger King Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have Kat Batson, car 88, the Ford Quality Care Services Ford Credit Ford. And she'll be flanked by Jesse Turner, number 75, the Strand Fishing Lines Ford. Next row down, Johnny Gardner in car 16, the Family Channel Prime Star Ford. And number 81, Jason Haywood, a Square D Ford. Next row down, we'll have Keith Batson in car 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford. And our second in-car camera, it is the number 5 of Phil Parker. He's on the outside. Next row down is Peter On, Jack in car 41, the Kodiak Chevrolet, and number 23, Paul Minnick in the Smokin' Joe's Ford, who's coming off a great run at Texas. Next row down, we'll have Cole Deaver, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet car number 3, and Dylan Young in number 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Next row down, we'll have Jessica Shelton in car 94, the McDonald's Ford. And our third in-car camera lies inside Levi McIntyre's car, the XMR's SKF Ford, car number 99. Next row down, we'll have the winner at Rockingham, Kyle Matthews, in the number 42 Coors Light Silver Bullet. And beside him will be Diego Yepes in the US Air Jasper Engines Federal Mogul Ford. Next row down, we'll have William Brock in car 4, the Kodak Chevrolet. And number 37, it is Austin Colano in the Kmart Stores RC Cola Energizer Batteries Ford. Get all that out of one breath. Next row down, we'll have Zach Wakel in car 97, the John Deere Ford, and Ryan Brommer in the Western Auto Chevrolet car 17. Next row down, we'll have Vince Almarigo in number 10, the Tide Ford, and Ashlyn Boyd, the pole sitter at Texas, the Close Call Phone Call Ford. Next row down, we'll have Quentin Moore in cars 21 to Sitco Ford, the Daytona 500 champion. Beside him will be Sean Ard, number 13, the First Plus Financial Ford. Next row down, we'll have Rob Evans in car number 12, the Mobile One Ford. And flanking him outside would be Ben Crouch in the Budweiser Chevrolet, car number 25. And starting shotgun in the field, Tony Green in car 33 in the Skull Bandit Chevrolet. So Bristol is going to be, so expect this race to be typical Bristol. The pole speed for this event, 131 miles per hour. And this is a GNS physics, by the way, too. We're trying GNS physics for both Bristol and at Talladega, believe it or not, this season. Here comes going to fire them up.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Commands given the party engines as we get some racing here today on this .533 mile racetrack here at Bristol, Tennessee. But yeah, since this car's been work for both Cup Physics and GNS Physics, so we're going to try both physics this season. Here we're going to do GNS in both Bristol and both Talladega races, believe it or not, this season. That's what we're going to try to do. So going to be interesting to see how that works out. Joshua Collard, car 43, the STP Pontiac, has the pole. This has been a miserable season for Collard. He hopes to come up with a good run here today as the green flag flies, and we are underway in Bristol. Joshua Collard leads the first lap of this event here. Ryan George goes inside of Carter Friesen for the second position. Friesen, one of the leading rookies in this field this season. Becca Tellier in the third position. Trent Dunham inside of Friesen for fourth. Dunham, one of the hot drivers in the season so far to kick off the season, as he's won the last two races, going for a hat trick, 3 in a row. As here comes Nicholas Wade to the inside, a pair of green cars inside the Quaker State Ford of Nicholas Wade and the Interstate Battery Pontiac of Preston Plord in this mix as well. And we're under yellow for the first time today, looks like here, as we saw from Preston Plord's roof cam, and it's Ryan Brommer in 17 it's crashed. And we got some more cars involved here, looks like. I see the 10 of Vince Almarigo, I think. Yep, there he is. So it didn't take long for the first caution flag to fly. It'll be as it flies on the 5th lap of this event here today. And oh! Didn't see that right there. Vince Almarigo's car apparently flipped. And this actually happened after the caution flag, and I think he gets a tap of the 21 and Quentin Moore. And let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, so you try to get situated and slow down, you go 3 wide, and that sometimes happens on a track like Bristol. Quentin just drives Vince Almarigo right into the wall, and Almarigo's car does a nice once rollover, but not a pleasant view, I'd imagine, for that tan machine, but still, I say he and Quentin Moore's going to have some words in the garage area over that one. And here comes the leaders. There's a wonder why none of them wrecked before that yellow flag flew. And now let's take a look at what happened to Ryan Brommer in the 17 car. This happened actually on the 4th lap of the race, actually. And he too flipped. And I'll see he's going by Austin Colano in the 37, and he taps the 77 of Diego Yepes. And Brommer's car is a lot like Vince Almarigo. He also did a nice one-time rollover. And Diego Yepes' car his back end got up in the air as well. So a lot of action happening in the span of a couple of laps here at Bristol, Tennessee. I see some damage to the 17 car, and also some damage to the 77 as well. And so those two still looking to make a go at it here as this race goes along. So Joshua Collard is the leader of the race here, as in the King Richard Petty number 43. As like I said, it's been a miserable season so far for him, as he came in this race 38th in the points coming in. So Collard looking for a big turnaround, and so far he's looking that way right now here at Bristol. But we still got we'll still have 65 laps to go when his race gets back underway. Ryan George is second, third is Trent Dunham, Becca Tellier fourth. 5th is Nicholas Wade. 6th is Preston Plord. Carter Friesen 7th. Dylan Poteet 8th, Seth Cole 9th, and Charles Sanford runs in 10th position as the green flag waves are back underway here at Bristol. And Joshua Carr's got some kind of transmission under that Pontiac as he took off like John Force in that start. And the yellow flag is flown again here at Bristol today. And again, it's Ryan Brommer in the 17 in the Western Auto Chevy. Well, cautions appears to be the rule rather than the exception here at Bristol, and this time he gets into a scuffle with Levi McIntyre in a 99 car. McIntyre was in a battle with Dylan Young. Young gets off the wall, gets right into McIntyre, since McIntyre right into both the 17 and the 77. So the 77 again spun. And there's where Yepes spins as well, right there as he comes to a stop in turn 3. Roof cam from Levi McIntyre's view. So McIntyre and Dylan Young both involved in this deal as well. And as Young runs in 37th, McIntyre running in 38th at the moment. But still, the only car out of the race is the 10 car, Vince Alborego. He's the only car out of race because of a crash here. So the running order didn't change all that much, except that Kat Batson actually got past Charles Saber to move into the top 10, as she now runs in the 10th position. Then it's Gardner, Stanford, Bouchard, Batson, Keith Batson, that is, Peter Onjak, Cole Deaver, Jessica Shelton, Mike Becker, Kyle Matthews, and Jonathan Zorla in the top 20. As the green flies again, let's try it again here at Bristol. Lap number 17. Preston Plord caught up on the high side of the racetrack here as he is getting freight trained by Seth Cole and Kat Batson. And battle for the lead possibly shaping up here as Ryan George about to go toe-to-toe with Trent Dunham. George moves inside a Collard. Let's see what happens here. A pair of blue cars going at it as Collard backs off and realizing the race is still rather early. And Ryan George is going to take the lead. Here comes Trent Dunham, who has won twice in a row so far this season. And and Becca Tellier just about spun. And Collard's up in the... Did Collard Did Collard keep going? Yeah, he did! Collard was wall riding through the third and fourth turns and still kept the car going. In fact, he's dropped only the 20th position. Oh my gracious! That is absolute craziness of what just happened here. Well, back up front though, it's now Ryan George is now the leader of the race there, and giving chase is Trent Dunham in number 1. Becca Tellier in the 6th car. She's in 3rd position. Carter Friesen now got passed by Dylan Poteet. Poteet's now at the 4th position. Friesen's 5th. Then it's Kat Batson. Look here, watch for her to make a move here during the race as the yellow flag's flown again for the third time. And it's Ben Crouch stalled right in the middle of the racetrack as he's crashed in the 25 car. And it's he and Jesse Turner in the 75 car. Boy, what bad luck Jesse Turner's had the last few races. Few races here. He goes up the high racetrack as he gets in the scuffle with Quentin Moore in the 21 car. Spins right in front of the 87 of Joshua Osborne. And Turner gets on a spin and bad hit with a 25 of Ben Crouch. That is a horrible crash that he had. As Crouch and the Budweiser Chevrolet pretty much out of the race here as the yeah. And Jesse Turner still So problems going on for both Jesse Turner and for Ben Crouch. But meanwhile, let's take a look back at what happened to Joshua Collard. Collard had just lost the lead to Ryan George and was getting trained by Trent Dunham. And then he and Becca Tellier, they crashed, or they get into each other. Tellier saved it and almost got right up against Nicholas Wade in 26. Then Collard goes up the track trying to avoid. He and Nicholas Wade did not make contact, but look at that wall ride he just did. I thought Collard had done flipped over, but he somehow kept the car back going. Almost gets nailed by both William Brock and Kyle Matthews, and then cars strewn all over the place, trying to figure out where they're going to go. And Collard right now still running in 20th position at the moment. So, yeah, kudos to Collard. I mean, that was some fine driving if I ever saw it. Well, another retiree has been added to the race here as number 40 of as number 25, excuse me, of Ben Crouch is now out of the race. Jesse Turner is going to be a lap down in the 39 car. And he is not alongside one of those two drivers yet of Ryan George or Trent Dunham. As the green flag's going to fly here and back underway, Ryan George has the lead here at Bristol. We said it was going to be typical Bristol, and we are not lying on that. Here comes that number one, though, Trent Dunham. Everybody trying to, as he's been without the question the car to beat these last couple of races. Has never won here at Bristol before, and he would like to do it here today. Becca Tellier running in third position, one of the KAB Enterprises cars. In fact, one of two of the top 10. And Trent Dunham's going to take the lead from Ryan George. So the Pennzoil Chevrolet out in front as the yellow flag is flown once again for the fourth time. And it's Austin Colano and Joshua Osborne. And I see the 13 cars of Sean Ard also in the crash as well. And there's Jesse Turner in number 75, as I think he is going to avoid getting lapped again. And actually, he is going to be lapped now as he's coming down pit road. But Tut started the season so far for the defending series champion, as the Burger King Chevrolet lies on pit road, and there's what happened to cause the yellow flag. Oh my gosh! Let's see, Colano and Osborne, they were battling for a position there. There's the hook. Bang! Holy crap, what happened? Both cars just flew up in the air like a kite. And Jesse Turner just decides to add insult to injury to the 37 car. So that's what happened to bring the yellow flag back out here for the 4th time here today. Joshua Osborne is, unfortunately for him, out of the race. As Trent Dunham is now the leader of the race here. So Osborne, Colano, and Jesse Turner and Sean Arter have now added themselves out of the race. And boy, poor Joshua Osborne and Jesse Turner both. Bad luck has struck him the last few races here this season. So that leaves us now 35 cars in the running here and 6 of them out of the race. So the pace cars' lights are off right now, so we're getting set for green flag racing here. 35 cars still running, and all of them on the lead lap. As we'll see what happens here. As we'll see what happens here. Trent Dunham is the leader. Second is Becca Tellier. Then Ryan George, Dylan Poteet, Johnny Gardner at the 5th position. Then Carter Friesen, Nicholas Wade, Charles Sanford, Cole Deaver, and Seth Cole, the top 10. As the green flag flies once again, we're back underway on lap number 41. We still have 34 laps to go. Becca Tellier looks inside, no dice as she stays tucked in behind Dunham. Little hood damage somewhat on the Valvoline Ford, but she's keeping that car running very well here. She moves inside now. Dunham moves up the track, and it's Becca Tellier to the lead. But here comes Ryan George moving inside. He's going to get the help from Dylan Poteet. And they're side by side through the first and second turns here. Tellier and Dunham both off the wall, and it's Ryan George back to the lead. Poteet the second, and Dunham somehow moves back up to third. And here comes Carter Friesen, 71, moving inside. He's looking for 4th position. Now Nicholas Wade and Charles Sanford decide to move inside. There's Wade. He gets by the Tellier car. And meantime, Sanford trapped in behind the 6. On board, Charles Sanford, number 24. Sanford running in 6th at the moment. He's in 6th position. Right there behind him, Cole Deaver in the 3 car running in 7th. Running pretty strong right now in that number 3 machine, as he has been close to a win a couple times this season. Looking for his first of the season. Now as they come off turn number 4, it's still Ryan George out in front and Dylan Poteet now the 2nd position in the 22 car. $49 up on the board, 26 laps remaining here at Bristol. And a change for position, possibly. Nope. Sanford still cannot get around the 6th machine. 6 car Tellier, 24 Sanford. That's 5th and 6th on your screen. And Ryan George has now lost the lead to Dylan Poteet. And as now Trent Dunham is in the 2nd position at the moment. And here comes Carter Friesen in the 71 as he wants to join in on the fun. Friesen driving the Dave Marcus car. He's had a pretty good start to the season so far in that Realtree special. As he now rides 3rd position at the moment. Here comes that number 1. Here comes Dunham. That Sega Motorsports number 1 has been nothing but sort of awesome the last couple of races here. As we said, Won the last race on the tour at Texas, and he also won at Darlington this season. But meantime, the man up front, Dylan Pote, has not won anything in a long time in that 22 car, and looks to today, as we're now down to 20 laps to go here at Bristol. Battle still raging on between the 6 and the 24 for 5th place. Back on board, Charles Sanford's car. Keeps closing it up on the 6 car, but just cannot find a way around him. Around her, I should say. Oh, Taylor slipped a little bit. Here comes Sanford to the inside. You're riding with him. As he'll take the top 5 position away, and he does take the top 5 position away. So move the DuPont colors up to 5th position now, and Taylor tries to get back at him, and now she's fallen in the clutches of Cole Deaver. In the 3 car, that's 6th, 7th, that's 5th, 6th, and 7th on your screen. And meantime, Carter Friesen in the 71 car. Look at him go in that machine as he tries to move inside of Dunham. But here comes Dunham on the back bumper of Pote. He moves inside of the 22 and he'll take the lead. Or doesn't he? It dips down and he does have the lead. So Trent Dunham back to the front, looking for that hat trick 3 in a row to kick off the season here in the series. And we got problems. Somebody stalled on the inside. And Joshua Collard will avoid getting lapped. And that appeared to be the 12 car of Rob Evans, I think, that has spun, and in fact it was Rob Evans. So caution number 5 is flown here in Bristol, Tennessee, as Rob Evans and the 17 of Ryan Brommer got into it. Brommer saves it, but Rob Evans goes into a spin in that Mobile 1 special. And here come the leaders at this point. And I thought the leaders actually, and I thought some of the leaders were strewn out all over the racetrack here. I thought they were going to get, I thought that one of them was going to nail the 12 car. But that proved not to be true as we look at as this yellow flag is flown here. Let's take a look at how some of the other drivers are running right now. You got Trent Dunham as the leader of the race. 2nd position is now Dylan Pote. 3rd is Carter Friesen. 4th is Ryan George. Charles Sanford's in 5th. Then Cole Deaver is 6th. Johnny Gardner 7th. 8th right now is Becca Tellier. 9th at the moment is Keith Batson. 10th is Kat Batson. Going 11th at the moment is Zachary Fitzwater. 12th position is William Brock. 13th is Nicholas Wade. 14th right now is Kyle Matthews. Going 15th is Jason Haywood. 16th is Daniel Bouchard. Damaged up and all in that 30 machine, but then again, what car does not have damage in this race so far? 17th is Mike Becker. 18th is Jessica Shelton. And 19th right now is, well, not Rob Evans. He's a lap down in 35th. 19th is Seth Cole. 20th is Ashlyn Boyd. 21st is Tony Green. 22nd is Preston Plord. 23rd is Peter Onjack. 24th is Jonathan Zorlin. 25th is Bill Parker. 26th is Jay Jefferson. 27th is Paul Minnick. 28th is Dylan Young. 29th is Zach Winkle. 30th is Quentin Moore. 31st is Diego Yepes. 32nd is Levi McIntyre. 33rd is Ryan Brommer. And Joshua Collard is in 34th position. So the pace cars lights are up as we are now under 10 laps to go here at Bristol, Tennessee. It'll be lap 68 when we get this race restarted in the 75-lap marathon. And any one of these 5 cars can pull it off here. Will it be Trent Dunham? Will it be Dylan Poteet? Could it be a surprise, though, with Carter Friesen? Could it be him? We'll find out. Could it be Ryan George, or could it be Charles Sanford? That's going to be the question here at Bristol. As the green flag is about to fly, pace car ourselves on the pit road, as we'll have 67 in the books and 8 laps to go here at Bristol. How bad does Dylan Poteet or Carter Friesen want to win? We'll find out. Poteet looks inside of Dunham. Dunham sits on the track. Poteet looks low. Dunham gets that bite off that last turn, though. And Trent Dunham pulls away at the moment, though. But here comes Friesen. Carter Friesen closing in a 71 car. 6 laps to go. And several cars getting freight trained. There goes Batson. There goes Keith Batson. Becca Taylor to the inside, as well as Kat Batson in the 88 car. As they zip around Charles Sanford, but here comes Carter Friesen in 71. He's right there on the back bumper. 4 laps to go. Here comes Friesen to the inside of Dunham. Looking to spoil a shot at 3 in a row. He does! He takes the lead! Carter Friesen, car 71, has the front. Here, can Dunham come back? Trent Dunham driving that car down to its knees right now. Coming down for 2 laps to go. Dunham looks low. Friesen says no. 2 to go. And the yellow flag is flown once again. This is going to be a race for the win here. Here comes Dunham. Friesen looks up. Friesen hits the wall. Friesen will win. 2 spins in the 6 car. And several cars piling into each other. The white and yellow has already waved. And did Dunham crash too? Who actually was leading in the line? Oh my gosh. Who's going to win this race? L-O-B. We're going to have to look back at this. I do not know what in the heck is going on here. They are saying Cole Deaver won the race, but I do not know. And yet, Dunham actually crashed right into the 26 car. Deaver took the lead at this point. We're going to watch this last lap again. And Deaver comes on the pit road at this point. And he just began his last lap, and he was retired out of the race. So there's the checker flag. Theoretically, Charles Sanford should have been rewarded the winner, with William Brock second. No, it's still saying Cole Deaver won. What in the heck is going on here at Bristol, Tennessee? I, honest to God, do not know. I mean, there was no way Cole Deaver could have won this race because he had just started his last lap, and he came on the pit road and teleported back to the garage area. So no way he could have won the race, and Ryan George could have finished second because George actually crashed as well. So yeah, the win really should have gone to Poteet, and Sanford would have. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens sometimes when you go to Bristol sometimes, and the weirdness actually happens a lot. So apparently the finishing order went like this. Cole Deaver wins, Ryan George second, and the DNFs do not count neither for some inexplicable reason. Poteet, Sanford, Brock, Batson, Friesen, Gardner, Matthews, and Bouchard was 10th. Then Shelton 11th. Then Keith Batson, Fitzwater, Cole, Green, Parker, Haywood, Zorlin, Onjack, and Boyd, the top 20. Here's the rest of the finishing order here. And Trent Dunham crashed out of the lead, coming to the white flag, finishes 31st. I do not know what in the crap is going on here at Bristol. So apparently Cole Deaver is going to get his first victory of the season at the Food City 500 here because of some unknown glitch that's happened here at Bristol, or some inexplicable finish here. So if that's what it says, that's what it says. I have no flipping idea what the crap's happened. So the sixth race of the season ends up in some kind of ends up with a hooligan finish here for some reason. And Cole Deaver takes, supposedly, I think, and well, it's official now, Cole Deaver takes the Food City 500 at Bristol, Tennessee. The first one for the Dale Earnhardt colors. I hope North Wilkesboro's not going to be like this. I honest to God hope. Oh my God. If anything bizarre happens in any of our offline series, it usually happens to me. I have no idea what is going on. Wilkesboro expected to be pretty well too, and I expect Martinsville to be a total show, but it usually is too. Anyway, so with all that said here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel here. We got everything in the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole Designs for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Last of Us Live series, Tex Layer, Coors Light Truck series, Pizza Next series, and Hershey's Cup series. Please be sure to check those races out. And I guarantee you, Seth's races are a whole heck of a lot better than what I have to offer. I guarantee you that. And at least he doesn't have this kind of thing happen. Anyway, congratulations again to Cole Deaver, winner here at Bristol. We'll see you at North Wilkesboro for the first Union 400. For now, it's James Qualls saying this is the presentation of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best, or in my case, offline racing at its worst.